Yo, what's up guys, it's Dragxon, and today I wanted to go over with you what kind of sensitivity you should be using depending on what kind of playstyle you want, and editing and building sensitivity based off of other players that I've played with. But if you're somewhat new to the game, then I'd really recommend you trying a lower sense so that you can get more control over your mechanics and aim. I'm going to reference all these sensitivities that I'm using in 800 DPI instead of 1600 DPI, even though I'm a 1600 DPI player, because it's easier to understand. Now there's a lot of different competitive pros and different sensitivities, but in general one of the lowest sensitivities that I've ever seen is Aqua on his 5.8 sensitivity and Tickle on his 13.2 sensitivity. And a good way to test right now to see if your sensitivity is too high or too low is to try to put your mouse on the edge of your mouse pad and move it to the opposite side of your mouse pad and see if you can make one full rotation, or just the room that you normally are comfortable with actually using. And obviously you can play on any sense you really want to, and you can get really good on any sense with enough time and effort. But overall, a higher sense can give you faster mechanics and even faster shots, but a lower sense can give you better aim, better control over your mechanics. And Epic Games recently added editing and building sensitivity, which Marius Cow and Marion TM are already using as pro players. I personally think if you're struggling to do your retakes properly and you're not having enough movement, then you can try this, as I'm using a 20% increase right now. Most players have also been telling me that your muscle memory gets affected whenever you change your sensitivity, which actually isn't very true. Over the course of a few days, you can get your mechs and aim back to where it was before, unless you're changing your wrist to arm movement, which is how much you're actually moving your arm on your mouse pad whenever you're playing. I'd also say it's the same thing whenever you change your mouse pad, mouse or keyboard, or your keyboard angle whenever you're playing. Also, another way to find your sensitivity is to actually try out a much higher and much lower sensitivity depending on what you're actually looking for. For me, this is how I found out that my sensitivity was actually so high whenever I first started out playing. Just lowering it a lot will sometimes make it feel like your sensitivity is either too high or too low based off of how other players are playing and how you actually play on the sensitivity. This also shows to me how well you can actually adapt to different sensitivities and scenarios without even practicing on them. Next, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about double movement, which is very controversial, and there's a lot of different opinions and ideas that people are using. This clip was absolutely crazy right here, but I'd recommend anything in between 61 to 75 from double movement standpoint. Everybody uses a 90-135 as their other two parts of their strafe angle, which I have seen pros like Asian Jeff actually not use any. But I hope this video actually helped you guys, and if you have any questions, please just comment down below and I'll comment and respond to you as fast as possible, or maybe even make a new video on it.